Good evening, individuals of the world. Like many of you, I appreciate the comforts of the everyday routine, the security of the familiar, the tranquility of repetition. I enjoy them as much as anyone else. But in the spirit of commemoration, whereby important events of the past are celebrated with a nice holiday, I thought we could mark this July the 4th by taking some time out of our daily lives to sit down and have a little chat. There are, of course, those who do not want us to speak. I suspect that should this video, or the ideas that will be expressed in it, get popular, orders will be shouted into telephones, and people with censors, regulations, erroneous arguments, and talking points will come to silence me and anyone else who tries to spread this message. Why? Because while the truncheon may be used in lieu of conversation, words will always retain their power. Words offer the means to meaning, and for those who will listen, the enunciation of truth. And the truth is, there is something terribly wrong with this world, isn't there? Cruelty and injustice, intolerance and oppression, corruption and greed. And where once you had the freedom to object, to think and speak as you saw fit, you now have censors and systems of surveillance coercing your conformity and soliciting your submission. How did this happen? Who's to blame? Well, certainly there are those who are more responsible than others, and they will be held accountable. But truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror. I know why you did it. I know you were afraid. Who wouldn't be? War, terror, disease, poverty. There were a myriad of problems which conspired to corrupt your reason and rob you of your common sense. Fear got the best of you, and in your panic, you turned to the only people you were taught to trust. Not your neighbors, not yourselves, but your government. They promised you order, they promised you peace, they promised you jobs, healthcare, education, and all they demanded in return was your silent, obedient consent. But I did not come here to dread on the events of the past, or to point fingers. Today, I come before you seeking to end this silence, by reminding this country of what it has forgotten. More than 200 years ago, a group of great citizens wished to embed the 4th of July forever in our memory. Their hope was to remind the world that equality, justice, and freedom are more than words, more than just perspectives. They are realities. No more fictitious than the eyes you used to see, the ears you used to hear, or the body you used to feel. However, if your eyes remain blind to the everyday crimes of this government, if your ears remain deaf, and your body remains numb, then I suggest that you allow the 4th of July to pass unmarked. But if you see what I see, if you feel as I feel, and if you would seek as I seek, then I ask you to stand beside me 1 year from today, in the capital of every nation, to list off the many crimes of this government and all governments, and to discuss possible alternatives to this system that has allowed these crimes to be carried out unpunished. And together we shall give the world a 4th of July that shall never, ever be forgotten.